Indoor Gaming.
Alright, welcome to M-Dog Gaming. First thing I want you to see is the new cards, as this is a patch day of course, and we're just going over some of the changes. The new cards look really interesting here, as just a completely different look to the way that they're framed. So you see over here on the left side the Roman numerals indicating what level you are with that character. With Chang'e, I'm level 6. 11 is your number of Mastery 1 characters that you have achieved, and I guess no one has a gold skin on these characters, so we're not seeing what it looks like. The indicators have changed on when you're ready to go in, so some interesting changes here. Now this is going to be an interesting match here. We're playing Chang'e, and she has been hit pretty hard with the nerf bat, at least in my opinion. Looking at the patch notes, theorizing about it a little bit, I think it's a pretty significant nerf. So we're going to play around with her a little bit. We also have the two new characters, that being Zhong, who is a brand new character, and Guan Yu, who has just been overhauled. So we're going to see how they do in this match as well. And let's go ahead and purchase. We're going to go safe route in terms of the build we do for Chang'e, so that we can get a pretty good feel. It looks like we're going to be laning with Athena, so this will be a little bit of a low damage output but high sustain over here in right lane. And once the action starts, we will, unless something really strange happens between now and then, we'll be taking Chang'e's number 1 first. They're saying Athena's shield got changed. It's more bronze now. That's what they're saying. I always play with the different skin for Athena, so I'm not super familiar with how the original one did look, but I'll have to take their word for it. Alright, so here we go. We're going to see how our wave clear is over here. We're in short lane, and if they have a jungle, we may just have one person over here. Oh, of course, it's going to be Vulcan. For me, one of the most annoying characters. And we will easily push him back up under his tower. Alright, so there was an early kill. Looks like Zhong got a kill mid. Alright, we'll take our 3 next, which is our healing ability. And we have enough. We're going to go ahead and get our meditation active item. Poke at Vulcan a little bit. Alright, so in terms of, sorry, I'm paying attention a little bit to the conversation that's going on in chat right now. They're saying that the new god is hard to learn but pretty overpowered. I have not played him in a match. I've done the practicing on the video you may have seen earlier, but I have not actually played him. Alright, we'll take our 2 now. Okay, so the nerf that happened is the cooldown was apparently increased for Chang'e's 1, the Crescent Moon Dance. It's now at 5 seconds instead of 4. And the other nerf that happened was involving her 2. It's actually very difficult for me right now to pay attention to all of the conversation that's happening and trying to talk. And Vulcan, got to be a little bit careful there, bud. Alright. the 2 ability, which is her a moonlit waltz, which is what I always prioritize last. It has been the amount of time that you get that immunity to damage has been decreased. I think it's from something like 1.4 seconds down to 1 second or just under a second, basically. So it is pretty significant, both decreasing your damaging Crescent Moon's cooldown, as well as making your 2 not last as long. I mean, if you think about it, basically you've taken off about a third of the time that you were immune to damage. So assuming that they do have a jungle, since we have one person over here, it's probably Tyr on their team. I haven't been paying attention to the map well enough to know that for sure, but I assume it is Tyr. We need to be careful that he could be coming at us. And Vulcan is a tank, so he is pretty beefy. But he's not so beefy that he can do that for too long. Our problem is we've got this... There we go. His annoying thing in lane that was hurting us. If we could get our minions to go in... Yeah. And we let the Athena get the kill. Which, it's weird. Normally, when I'm duo lane, I'm not duoing with a tank. So, I'm in the habit of trying to allow other people to secure the kill. But that's not as important here for Athena to necessarily get the kills like it would be if we were with the carry. Alright. And we still have our ultimate because we did not use the ultimate against... Where are our minions, huh? Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain. So we need to take it easy as Athena just took off. We were taking a lot of damage there from the minions. All right. Nice job. An enemy has been slain. We got to get back here. Okay. So we're going to head on back and heal. And that was just in time as they had people coming. Probably saw the health that I was at there and thought they would come over and try to secure that kill. So we're going to go ahead and teleport back now that we are good to go. And Athena looks like is now alone over here once again. If we can take down that, we did. So I am really noticing, I think, and hopefully it's not just in my head here, but I think the difference in the cooldown on the one. I'm very used to playing Chang'e, and so you sort of get into a rhythm of when that's going to be up, and it is not up when I'm wanting it to be here as I'm playing. So definitely going to have to adjust to that, if nothing else. And normally Vulcan would be out leveling us with, given the fact that we are all, we're duo and he's by himself, but fortunately we've been able to get him to have to return back to base a good bit, and also killed him one time, so he has missed out on some of that experience he would have gotten otherwise. Yeah, and we are still waiting on the cooldown for our one. I'm definitely noticing a difference there. And Vulcan is going to be in trouble here. And I waited on that. First of all, I didn't want to miss as he was dancing around, but the other thing was I was trying to give my one the cooldown time to make sure that if I needed to, I could hit him again with the one, which is often what happens. Is I'll ultimate someone when they're low, and then they'll maybe have just a little bit of health left and get that kill with the one. Alright, so we've got their tower down, doing pretty well there. Athena's back from shopping, and we'll continue some work in this tower. I mean, in this lane. And we're going to actually go over and go say hello to Hebo just to get him off of our tower, if he's not off already by then. Clear these minions up. If they are not cleared up, yeah, they're cleared up. Alright. So the fun part of that was getting to see a little action there from the new character, and that was cool. He used his abilities together there, and like I said, I haven't played him, and I'm not recalling all the names from the little bit of practice I did in the jungle mode. They all have to do with demons. Exorcism, I think, is his 3. He marks them with a card with his 1, and then on his 2 he he pulls the card off of them. Or no, that's actually, I think the 2 and the 3 actually do that. One of them will stun them, the other one will damage them. So anyway, cool to see that character with a little bit of action there. And so now we're at a bit of an advantage here on Vulcan, even with his tankiness. We don't, not necessarily too concerned as long as we don't get hit from behind, just because we've out-leveled him and probably have been able to get a little bit better items than he's been able to. So there are some missing enemies now. We're going to back off a little bit as long as Athena's not here. Although there's so much going on mid and left that I can't imagine they're necessarily coming here. There's some more critical fights going on elsewhere on the map. So yeah, I am definitely feeling the impact of, alright, we're getting hit there. Definitely feeling the impact of that decreased cooldown on the 1. Kronos' pendant is going to become all that more important to get the cooldown reduction, and we'll have to see about where that puts us in terms of cooldown, and if there's anything else that makes sense based on the new change to cooldown. Alright, so not sure what we want to do here. We're gonna peel off. We would have had to take a lot of damage to get through there, and I don't know how much help we can be if we went around because of headed back to mid lane. And Athena's calling for retreats, but it doesn't look like that's happening.
Help! Out of man! Help! 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 An ally has been slain.
Well, that was cool. Unexpected little fun there with Guan Yu, the new and improved Guan Yu, and you could see he was doing a lot more damage. Certainly should have saved my 2 for when he pulled his ultimate and went horseback on me and all that, but fortunately using our ultimate we were able to just come out in the advantage. So this is the question here with the Breastplate of Valor, is you do get more cooldown. Looks like there's going to be an early surrender here, so I've got to do some more looking at the cooldown reduction and what the maximum is going to be, and if it's worth doing more than Kronos' Pendant. In the past, I've really not done anything other than Kronos' Pendant to help with that cooldown reduction. So I don't know if that will still be the case, if that was because you're already close to cap anyway, or if you could benefit from further items. So anyway, there's a quick victory there, and a new new victory screen here. It shows the favor gained. So we got 28 from the match plus the first win bonus of 100. 6 worshipers, 283 total experience shows our bar, and it reminds us of our mastery. So interesting little tweaks and changes that have been made, and there's the little arrow button to go over and see the card, and then the game stats. Let's see, we only did 2,000 player damage, although all that was almost entirely to Vulcan, and he was not around a lot of the match, so we usually do a lot more player damage than that over the course of a full game. But so I really hope that Chang'e is still very viable. I mean, it's by far my favorite class or character to play in this game. I love the combination of support but still being able to put out some damage. A lot of the community was calling for her being overpowered, and they got their nerf. I think this is the second or third nerf that Chang'e has received. Hopefully they'll take a break on the nerfs. I hope that they being high res feel like that she is in an okay spot now, and certainly if she becomes a little on the weaker side, I hope they'll look at bringing her back if that's needed. But and that match is not going to tell me anything. The whole team was dominant. I'm not going to the only thing I can take away from that match is that now my timing's off because the one cooldown has been adjusted by a full second. So. But thanks for watching, and hopefully Chang'e will be in a good spot, and we'll have many good days ahead of her, so that for those of us that enjoy playing her, we can continue to do so. Thanks for watching.
Bye bye, Nods.